PPD and Pycat, they're on the hunt. They'll find him. Bam! Crush from Pycat. Picks up a third kill for OPTIC.
I'm really puzzled as to why they don't want a lane switch. This gyro is the only solution they have to this Husker, and he doesn't have any. He's sitting at 1200. How many CS does he have? 9.
There's got to be so crushing for TNC. This opener to the game. Like, what do they do? You can see already. Armel just ferrying Sal's out to himself as he hits the neutral camps. He does not want to go near that mid lane. Level 3 on the Ember at the moment compared to level 6 on CCNC. This is
very rough.
It is. Definitely one of those games where, I mean, we've all seen the CCNC smile. He's absolutely got it on at the moment whilst he's playing this Husker game.
I love this. He bought his own sentry ward because he's taking with the mid lane with the sandstorm, and he doesn't want to have any of it.
For that CCNC.
Very nice play. He bought his own sentry ward. Very fan of that. Yeah. And there's the tip.
There we go.
Bad boy comes out.
Only a 25 tip though. Pycat will not be proud.
13. Okay, he's gonna get a lot more money after this tournament to invest.
True. They're having a good run down in the low bracket in this second game, and rest of the series looking to offer a hot start for OPTIC. MH tries for a slap onto PPD. PPD's got the stick charges. They have to control for the Centaur from Zai into the Crush. Pretty beefy Sam to chase him. Right click him down. Armel does come in with a rotation. Jumps forward with a sleight of fist. Pycat able to slither away though. The tower hit will finish it. OPTIC are able to get the kill onto the Brew. Can PPD get himself back to safety? Looks like he can as he puts the Fairy Fire, and Armel taking a lot of damage in fact from Zai. Just right clicking and bullying the Ember back off. So a 1-for-1, but it is TNC's offlaner going down and trade for it. Well, for Pycat, I guess, on that slider. So, it's probably the best thing that's happened for TNC so far this game.
Armel is doing everything he can. He obviously can't stay mid lane. Jungling is not really an option. When you see a level 4 Ember rotate, you know you're in a very tough position. Finally, they did change the lane slow, so Gyro's gonna be able to pick up the level 6, maybe get some rotations going with that. I don't know. He's gonna have Armor soon on Husker, 1,000 gold away from it, and after that, how do you kill this guy? You need 5 heroes to kill him. You actually need 5. You need the Brewmaster to dispel his inner vitality, and then you just have the chance to kill him.
And the thing is, well, they don't have any heroes that really want to be doing like a Silver Edge, so there's not going to be sort of that break out from any of the cores on TNC's lineup down the line.
The best bet you have later in the team fight, you really just dispel this inner vitality, because that's the main tool for the stay alive.
Quick catch onto Samate, looking to punish the crew as much as they can before he hits that level 6. Backup will come in the form of Cuckoos. He drops down the kinetic field, and Samate, can he get himself away? One more blast comes through, it's not enough to kill him, as Samate will be saved by Cuckoo's TP reaction.
Okay, Brewmaster's level 6 soon. They will have to play around him. They're already tri-laning top, leaving the Gyro solo bottom. He's actually in a very big danger right now, or rather in 100 gold. When he has Helm of Dominator, he has ultimate available as well. He'll probably just solo kill his Gyrocopter and take the tower. Gonna put on a lot of pressure, but they need to play around the Brewmaster right now. He's gonna be level 6 soon. In fact, in 1 creep.
There we go.
And then they probably just want to rotate middle with like a 2 or 3 man smoke. Use the Brew ult to try to kill the Husker. Gonna be rough though.
It really is. As you said, that sort of mid game where 33 and CCNC can run at people themselves. It's gonna be very hard for TNC to hold those cores away from their own.
It's gonna be very hard for the Brewmaster to decide who to spin up, because you wanna do it on the Lycan or you also wanna do it on the Husker. So who do you really wanna do?
Samage does walk in towards the mid lane, showing himself.
They didn't do the smoke rotation they thought they would do, they just literally walk middle. Very interesting. They're technically just doing wasted movement right now. Wasted basically being, you don't achieve anything, you don't farm anything, you don't get any XP. You don't protect any objective.
Pycat. Touch the crush, they're actually gonna miss it. Gap onto Tim's.
Under attack.
Not be able to read. Gyrocopter has to go back to base. Level 5.5. Lycan's gonna start pressuring the bot tower. Like, I don't really have any answer to him now either. Honestly, the only place they can make is top lane. And that's very hard right now.
TCNC, the armlet. It's gonna be a 9-minute armlet on this Husker.
Boots and magic wand. Usually have like a naked armlet, but he's very fat. He just had free farm, 33 denies of course. Teammate would be proud.
And there we go. All the levels as well, of course. He's getting level 10 at the 9-minute mark too, Black.
What about the Ember? Everything's stretching level 7.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire
I would
are
really
scanning.
like to know the win of Ember vs Husker. Must be tremendously low.
It's not a fun matchup to play.
Yeah. Even if you shackle him, you can just hold out of it. Just hold out of this basically.
Mid lane, CCNC. He gets the rain, comes the Raven, just jumps in immediately, and there's nothing the Raven can do to peel him off. And CCNC stands his ground, turns towards the second as Sandwich, and he just get the primal split off. Over towards CCNC, they do have the first strike. Can they kill him? They can. Big kill for TNC being able to take that one down at the same time. The top armor is able to get in on PPT. So TNC will be able to find some kills, maybe even some more. Sai gets caught out by the stun. Burrow strike comes in. They get themselves another high cat. Looking for the chase down onto Sam H. Put the thunderclap slow off. Yeah, will not be able to sprint that one down, but 33, he is ready to chase. He's coming across with that shapeshift. The army chasing in onto Sam. Sam trying to turn his way back to safety, but the crush from Highcat will seal the deal. Raven now also in trouble, but he's got a haste rune. And that will keep him alive there. Lucky with the runes there.
A slight overcommit from CTNC, baiting his teammates into like a very bad fight. Whereas Ruben got no top lane.
He may kill it again. Yeah. Armel, Cuckoo and Raven will take him down once more. TNC. Despite the odds, finding these favourable trades off the back of quite a tricky laning state.
Great. However, you lost 2-1 towers for it.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I think they can defend the top tower if they really choose to. So, Tito, they should definitely defend the tower though. Don't give it up for free. There's no reason to. Rubik running top. Does nobody have a TP on their side right now?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It looked like it.
See where they rotate 16C now. As you said, they're taking the...
Probably bot. They just want to take all towers.
Just take all the tech, yeah.
Take all towers, take Roshan, and then you want to go high ground.
I mean, pretty much what we saw them be able to do against TNC last game. They just have full control of the map. Made it very hard for TNC to get out.
It might be even quicker this game, honestly. They have both the Lycan as well as the Husk there. They're going to threaten high ground right now to force the TNC guys back. And honestly, if they lose any heroes here, they could actually take high ground and wreck right now.
On top lane, Armel. Just dive in for PPT, but as you say, this is sort of just attention being drawn away from bottom lane because CCNC, he's straight in on top of Sam 8. Sam 8 sort of begging him in and fight CCNC again, diving deep, can he keep himself alive? The static storm is on him, but he's standing his ground. CCNC totally running around the thunder strikes, jumps forward, looking for a third, and he'll get it. Triple kill for CCNC again. The armlet toggle before the burrow strike comes in. CCNC, very nicely done there, and that's going to open up the bottom full set of frags. 12 minutes in.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed casting with you. I'll see you next series.
Oh my goodness, the Huskar pick, it's a dirty one. It's a necessary one. OPTIC Gaming, of course, a team that is not messing around here in this lower bracket. These series, I mean, for both sides, of course, as we say, TNC also potentially could have been on the road to getting towards that top 2 and getting themselves a spot in the top 8 of the DPC. But at the moment in this game too, it's looking like OPTIC are going to be the ones to get that one step further. Because that one series for both of these teams, whoever does make it out of this best of 3, still winning ahead to have to play against Virtus Pro.
Just looking back at the Rex bottom, the only way they defended this if they're all 5, but they were only 3 there. And you saw the Huskar, he had 100 health a couple of times. There's +1 hero, he will actually die, and they will be able to mount some sort of base defense. It won't be great, it won't be pretty, but at least you don't lose your Rex that early into the game. Because right now, bot lane is always going to push in. As soon as somebody shows bottom, they can just take Roche whenever they want to. Which they thought they'd do right now.
They did think it was there. Thought that OPTIC were going for it. Now OPTIC off the back of seeing those ults used, they're going to look to try and fight. 33. Heading in with the chase. He's got his eyes on Raven. Squishy up gyrocopter, and Raven is trying to run, but he cannot hide. As the Lycan will chase him down. Raven does get up the high ground. The homing missile will hold back 33. And he's now lost the ult. Does put the TP out. Not going to make it. Tibbs is there to cancel it. As 33 will fall. Diving a little too far. The rest of his team not quite able to chase with him at the speed that he was going. But now Highcat jumps forward. CCNC there as well to first step from Tibbs.
Yeah, he's got a bit over eager there. Of course, it's like, you know, nobody can really stop me. And nobody could until his ult.
Radiant
Duration ran out. Then he got chained and just died.
Back to Roche they go.
Doesn't really matter. It was a free Roche now. Give it to the Huskar. And then it's high ground time again. They could potentially take the tier 1 and tier 2 top first if they wanted. They're gonna contest the Roche.
TNC's heading over, but it's all been spotted out. Pycat with the two-man crusher surrounding it, and they will all the sudden. It's there. They don't even kill Pycat.
That is team communication right there. Can you send me back? Yes, okay. Okay, thank you.
And it's good. It was pointed out to me by Griffiths on the camera at the moment that he did have glimpse, so he potentially glimpsed that, couldn't he?
Maybe he didn't see it.
I guess he didn't see it. As you said, sometimes the animation is amongst the chaos, amongst sort of the Ember standing on top of him with the flame guard. You're not quite aware that that's happening.
And they have no way to purge it this game other than the Brewmaster split.
Yeah.
You don't really want to commit it there, you know? A starter jump before heroes, you're like, okay, this is a free kill. Not so much if there's a pen on the other side. Ember trying to build into a Veil. There's 2 null talismans now. Still missing the full 100 for that. Bottom 5 of PS. Honestly, if you take out the star player of TNC like that, it's not a surprise that they're struggling.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And he had no chance at all. That matchup is impossible. 10-0 probably.
It's a Huskar game. It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, on the plus side, sometimes you see these games, you feel, oh, it's so rough for the teams playing against Huskar. But to sort of sweeten it, we've seen TNC in the past do Huskar things. You know, they're sort of getting their.
They know what the hero does.
They know what it does. Yeah. They've done it to people in the past themselves, so
they won't feel too salty.
They're getting a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah.
As CCNC, of course, just having an incredibly free time this game on the Huskar, and no answer for it in lane, and then now OPTIC hitting all the timings, and they've just got a perfect lineup to sort of abuse that strength that a Huskar can have at this stage. That whole team offers so much. I mean, Pycat on this Slardar, it just, the timings make sense. TNC, they will jump forward, talking about Pycat, getting the opening into it straight away. Pycat gets the first up onto Armel. We'll get one of the getting up. Static Storm pop down, but CCNC jumps in, takes apart one of them. Pycat will fall. CCNC has been sent up in the air, as Tims does also burst strike onto 33 to hold back the Lycan temporarily. PPD walks himself away from Armel. Armel runs to the side, but look who's here. 33 is around to finish off the Ember Spirit. Pycat jumping in again with the crush onto Savage. CCNC pounces forward as well. And they just can't take the fights here, TNC, as OPTIC Gaming in this game 2. They just look to continue on this road to what seems to be a free Huskar win.
Yeah, I mean, he used Huskar twice in that fight. He was basically non-factor, but they still lost the fight. Did anyone even die for OPTIC?
Pycat did die, but diving tier 4, CCNC.
Might as well.
He's going in. He's feeling cocky, he's feeling confident, and he rightfully can do so. He's got the age.
Just go back to the Rex, though. He has to fast finish the game. BKB for the courier, coming.
Jumps himself forward.
BKB for the courier.
Backing off. There we go. Stands his ground. Turns towards Savage. Tick down incredibly low to those arrows. Can he get back to base? They got the racks back. That's a second set of racks, 17 minutes in. Tim's just going to win the bumper strike. Pycat may be in trouble again, as they will get Pycat. The pace of the game, and the fact that this pace of game has been played by OPTIC, even when they lose Pycat, he's only down for 40 seconds, so it doesn't matter for the way that they want to play this game at all. Everything going to plan. PPD with the master draft. Yep. Just securing these wins that... It is. It's a perfect draft, and TNC just weren't ready for it at all. They finished the draft with the Brewmaster, sort of wanting to go for the fact that they can make CCNC at least miss with the Hazel Surge, but it's not doing anything for them.
I do not understand why they didn't hold their mid for yesterday. They would just do it twice in a row, and they had a lot of success with Armel having the counter pick. But rather than that, he gets counter picked now, and he can't perform at all. Like the start is completely taken out of the game.
Look at this. They're diving by tier 4 towers, and TNC still can't punish it because of the hero composition.
Very timely. Without that BKB, he would have gone glimpse back. I just got the BKB in time. Dude, this is multiple round. 3-3 as well as Pycat coming in from the side. Probably want to burst down Brewmaster before he can ult, or even Disruptor.
See, Icap. Going up from Sam H. Trying to get the autumn out. Telekinesis is there. There's stolen change, but it's not up. Sam H will still be able to get up the primal split, but CCNC diving in towards Armel. Armel gets himself back in the fountain. Qualifications pop. Tim's ready to come forward. Get the first break. Will manage to get himself on top of the side, but look, CCNC and Popcat still standing behind the rack, fighting on. Static Storm is down onto CCNC's rid, and they will actually manage to kill off the Huskar. They do get the Huskar, now TNC. Can they find anything more at this Icap? Very deep. Will miss the crush. Optic Gaming are going to lose the Slugger as well. As TNC do put a stop momentarily to Optic Gaming shenanigans. In fact, with jump forward, they can get another. PD can't get himself out of this one.
I mean, it doesn't matter too much or not that it did it once. But another fight or two like this, Gyro can get up items and then he can actually fight the Huskar. I don't know why they keep diving the T4 towers. It's like the third time they're doing it now. Just hit the racks together, or like power in the case.
They are getting a little dark there, aren't they? Yeah.
They are very... They're feeling it right now.
Yeah.
A bit too much. The PPD whip needs to come out, get some discipline, because you just want to finish this game cleanly, right? It is TI on the line after all. You shouldn't ever be put into a bad position because you're having fun or diving the base.
You've got to play against Virtus Pro Rose the next series. You know, you don't want to be in sort of a messy around, winning a game. You need to take this seriously.
I agree. They could have ended the 2 pushes ago, to be honest. There's no need to ever dive T4 towers. If they don't want to defend, take the base. After Mega Creep, you can literally do whatever you want. But we also know DOTA's never over until the throne is down. Keep beating a couple more times, the Gyrocopter can mount a comeback for sure.
I mean, as you say though, it is going to still take a couple more times. One more fatal push, they're probably fine by the second. That's when the swing around comes. But no doubt about it, Optic's still in an incredibly strong position. Sam H getting jumped on and immediately just melts his buyback straight away. Tim's fall forward. He's also stuck back for CCNC with the BKB, stands his ground, gets the triple kill, looks towards Armel, who remnants up to the high ground. Again, trying to escape from the onslaught that Optic Gaming is bringing. As they've lost Raven. Raven does not have buyback on the Gyrocopter. They are looking to the racks Optic. They're not messing around this time. CCNC will take Tim's as he presents himself on the front. Gets sent up in the air by Sam H's final split. They're trying to control 33, but they've lost the top layer rack. CCNC healing himself up. Now looking to fight through the primal split. But it's all going away from TNC. The full set of racks top. CCNC casually picking up a rampage as he'll look for even more kills. The GG is called. They just could not do it against the Huskar. PPD's mastermind works out. Optic Gaming are moving on with a very easy game 2. As I say, a lot of it down to PPD and his draft there in that game.